This is the fastest elevator in MCPE. Just look how quickly that works. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Redstone tutorial here in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Today, we are going to be taking a look at this cow because he's in my way. But no, for real, we're going to be taking a look at this piston elevator that is really fast and can be extended all the way up to the ceiling. Now, this is the first piston elevator I'm going to do in MCPE, and it's modified for my own build from PC. Now, two things I want to mention before we get started. The first is I know Fusion Droid did a similar design to this, but in his video, he did say that he got the idea from my own video, so that is just one thing I do want to point out, so don't give me too much slack for it, as well as I did modify this particular design to work better, and I optimized it that way it has a higher succession rate. Now, what I mean by that is that these particular piston elevators are kind of faulty and they do drop you off sometimes, but I changed the redstone and the timing to make sure that you have the best possible chance for it working. And yeah, let's go ahead and test this out and see if it does indeed work. Now, the only tricky thing to these elevators is that you have to stand directly in the middle as well as forward, and then you need to walk forward while this is working. So hopefully it works, guys, but if it doesn't on the first try, I'm really sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead and just look straight forward, hit that button, and as you can see, it worked on the first try. As you can tell, it has a pretty high succession rate, and you could definitely build it for yourselves and put that to the test. Either way, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at how to build this elevator. Alright, so to build this, you want to grab yourselves a sticky piston, then destroy one block in the ground to where your elevator needs to be, then place it facing up just like that. Then you want to grab a block of your choice and place down one over here, one right next to it, and build this up by 5 blocks each to make it a 2x6 area. So let's go ahead and do that. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, once we have that, we need to grab ourselves another block of our choice and then place it on the right side of this block and count out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count out this side one block above, 1, 2, 3, 4, and pretty much do this until you get to the top in the same zigzag pattern, just like that. And you can just basically just match the length to it. You don't really need to count it after the first one, but either way, that's what we need to have. And once we have that, we want to go ahead and destroy the blocks with the spaces behind it. So yet again, it's in a zigzag pattern, so you should know exactly where these positions are. So there you go, just destroy all of those spots. And once we have that, we want to grab ourselves some more of our sticky pistons and place our sticky pistons one block to the back of this. So basically place it like that, facing towards the front. And yeah, pretty much do that. There you go, all the way to the top and all of these spaces, except for this one at the very tip top. So when you place down all of these sticky pistons, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and actually maybe 6. So we can go ahead and do that. So you can build it however tall you want, but you just have to build it in this particular pattern. Alright, so now what we need to do is pretty much place a sticky piston facing up right in front of that. So let's just go ahead and do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so this is going to be the 6th one right over here, and yes, you can destroy that part if you do want. Alright, so I'm only going to build it 6 sticky pistons tall because that's really all the height that I need to give you guys the examples on how to build it modularly. Either way, let's grab ourselves some more blocks. I'm going to use cobblestone yet again and build up on the right side, and just pretty much build it adjacent to the actual structure just like this to contain your body when you're basically being flung up into the air by pistons. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Now what we need to do is grab ourselves some of our blocks of choice yet again, and you want to build out another layer right over here, but this time 5 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to do this on all of the sides, so that is this side. Then you want to do it over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to build out 2 on all of these, except this top one over here because we don't really need that. Build out 2 on this side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's pretty much just going to be 4, 5, and then 2 if you guys want to memorize that. Now what we need to do is grab ourselves some more blocks of our choice and place it right over our sticky pistons. I'm going to use cobblestone so you guys can see where I'm placing these. As you can see right over there, it should be 3 on either ends if you're following my exact build. There you go. And now what you want to do is pretty much come on over to this side and destroy a line of blocks coming down here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you want to destroy the 2 blocks down here. There you go. And if you cannot reach this, I recommend just breaking these blocks and replacing them before it's too late. Just break these 3 blocks over here and destroy 2 blocks under there. Then you want to grab yourselves a redstone repeater, place it down over there. And then you want to place down another repeater over here. And then set that to 2 ticks by simply clicking on it once, placing down redstone dust here and there. And then you want to place down our blocks over here. And then we could continue with what we were doing. Alright, so now what we need to do is grab ourselves our redstone repeaters and place redstone repeaters in between this block and that block, and you would simply place it facing towards that direction, as you can see, and then you want to set that on the original tick delay, just like this. And then once we have that, I want to go ahead and place down a redstone repeater right over here, set that to 4 ticks, there you go, and do this on all of the different levels, 4 ticks. And I'm not sure if that's 4 ticks with this particular texture pack, but I think it is. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we need to do this on this side as well. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you guys what I did. So I went ahead and placed down all of my redstone repeaters in the proper positions. Yet again, these are set to the original tick delay, and then these are set to 4 ticks. Now what I want to do is build out 1, 2, 3 bits of redstone dust there, and then 1 on this side. This is pretty much going to power the block and then power that redstone repeater, if you guys are wondering. Let's go ahead and just build out this side the same way, and then down here the same as well. And of course, we need to do the exact same thing on the other side, so let's just go ahead and quickly do that. Place down 1 redstone dust there, and then 3 over here, 1 there, and then 3 over here, and then 1 right there, and then actually 3 over here. Alright, so there you go. We now have all of those things now set up. What we need to do is go ahead and grab ourselves some blocks of our choice, and you want to do this particular pattern exactly how I do it. So what you pretty much want to do is build up 2 blocks on this side, just like that, and build up 2 blocks over here. Then you want to build 1 block over here, and then 2 blocks over here, and yeah, that should be good. So maybe we could do another level, I'm not really sure, but let's go ahead and just do that, and maybe extend this by 2. But one thing I do want to point out is that you want this top section of the pillar to end off in between these blocks where the redstone is, and if you're building it up high up into the sky, maybe like about 60 blocks or something like that, you want to make sure that when you're copying this modular pattern, that this part yet again ends between where the redstone is. Alright, so now we need to grab ourselves our redstone repeaters and place a redstone repeater going towards that top section of the block, and then set that to 2 ticks by clicking on it once. You want to do it over here as well, and then you click on it once to set it to 2 ticks, and you do it over here, set that to 2 ticks, and then we need to do this on the other side, so we would simply do it right over here. There you go, set it to 2 ticks over there, 2 ticks, and you don't need to do it on this top section because we're not extending it any more past this point. Alright, so now we need to grab ourselves a redstone dust as well as a lever. Let's first grab our lever here really quick, and it should be right over here, and we want to place down redstone dust inside of this hole on this side. And you also want to destroy this block over here. This redstone dust is going to touch that piston and activate it. Then you want to pretty much place down redstone dust there and there as well, with a block right on top of that, and then a lever. And then we place this lever right on that block, activate it, and then it should be activated while we work on the system. And now I need to place down redstone dust here, which will get powered by the redstone repeater that we placed down right at the beginning. I need to place down redstone dust there to activate that redstone dust there to activate that redstone, as well as here, and then all along there, as well as there. Alright, so as you guys can see, we basically connected up the redstone. If you were not following, we could do it over here as well. There you go, connected up to the redstone, and then place redstone dust there and there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now all of our pistons on the other side should be working. Alright, so as you can see, it is. Alright, so now what we need to do is pretty much just build up a couple layers over here, then make a floor, that way we could get pushed out on, as well as we could grab ourselves our glass. And we do need the glass right at the front in order to keep ourselves from falling off of the elevator. So I'm just going to quickly grab those, our glass blocks, and we place down our glass blocks right in front of these pistons that are extended. And you want to leave a space for a door, of course, but besides that, you do need this glass to protect you from falling. Then we want to turn that lever off, and it should go back into the wall. Then you want to destroy that lever, place down a button here instead, and then you want to place down a slime block right in this hole. That way, when you're at the top and you want to get back down, you would just jump down onto that slime block, and of course you would take no damage. Alright, so now we just need to build out this area just like that. There you go. Then jump down onto our slime block, and now we can actually test our elevator out. Alright, so let's quickly test this. I step yet again in the direct center, and then I look straight forward, and I hit that button and walk forward, and it should take me to the top. As you can see, it worked on the first try, and it's mostly going to come down to using your own personal technique. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's Redstone tutorial. If you guys did enjoy it, please take 1 second to smack the like button. I would really appreciate it, as well as don't forget to leave a comment down below and suggest another build for me to do. Anyways, I hope you guys do subscribe. If you watch all the way to the end, type in hashtag Team Twist into the comments so I know how awesome you are. But this was Twist, and I'll see you guys next time.